Okay, here we go. The last European Division match for Star Series Season 11 tonight. My name is Triumph Man, and I will be casting mYinsanity up against Lajons. Now, mYinsanity, obviously the underdogs here, but Lajons, Arrow and his boys, we'll see what they've got tonight. Oh, Meepo ban straight up. Okay, then. They really don't want to play against that. We've also got the Ogre Magi ban as well. Now, the question is, will we see some variations in the picks here? Obviously, buffs and nerfs all around to different heroes, and I've got to say the standout hero for tonight has been Night Stalker. That guy is a complete terror. I've got to say that I think I honestly feel like his darkness is borderline just bullshit. It is insane the amount of vision you lose when that ult is up. And just the flat of the buff to his nighttime as well. The fact it doesn't pause on the clock anymore is a huge, huge deal. But anyway, Lajons will open up with a VS pick. And this has been pretty stock standard stuff actually for the last couple of weeks running. VS, so good in this current meta, and she's a very solid beginning draft. Fits into a lot of lineups. But MY, what have they got up their sleeve for the double pick here? If they want to... I want to see... You know what I want to see? I want to see Windrunner and Ursa. I really want to see Windrunner. Maybe I'm going to have to wait till we cast some of the C games again before I see Windrunner. Obviously, Miracle loves that hero, but we'll see. Ursa's the other one, actually. I really want to see Ursa. Just the new attack speed on him. It's like watching Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star or whatever it is. Man, when he blows up that tank. That's great. Anyway, MY will open up with a Puck. And Puck has been pretty popular tonight too. Hasn't been winning every single game, but, you know, that'd be pretty silly if he was. And he's been getting paired a lot with VS. It's a very strong combo. In this case, they'll be split up. Now, MY, what have we got here? It's a very early pick on Puck too. This is one of the dangers of picking this Puck this early. Puck is like Storm. There's a couple of heroes like Puck and Storm Spirit don't like playing. It's really strong silences can screw them over pretty badly. Puck's a little bit better off than Storm because he can defend himself more effectively, whereas Storm jumps in and if he's not immediately zipping about retarded like a full-on spaz, it is pretty easy to shut it down. Whereas Puck's got phase shift and all these good things he can defend himself with. But if he does get whacked by that silence, he gets whammied and he goes down pretty quick. Puck picked up. What's the second option here? She's something I haven't seen tonight. Void. Void got a couple of nerfs. They weren't major, just relative. I mean, the attack speed removal, the attack speed deficit from Time Walk being removed, not a big deal. Obviously, the Chrono extension, bit of more of a pain in the ass, but for the cooldown there. But it's still good. I mean, everything that was good about him is still good. The big AoE CC, the fact that you can still play from behind with him very well. Very dangerous. So it seems just been ignoring him tonight. So we'll see how it turns out. Dazzle though picked up for MY. He got an attack range buff. Actually, I would really like to see Dazzle. Be playing Dazzle with like, oh man, you could get so much damage out now with him. Be pretty scary. Dazzle online together, I actually think it would be really, really scary. A lot of auto attack damage. Line, of course, getting a huge buff in his damage dealing capabilities. Venomancer picked up by Lance. Okay. Up against the Dazzle. There's a lot of... The issue is with reloaded damage, essentially, with Lance and the damage over time. So it's very much reloaded damage, and it's stuff that Dazzle's able to mitigate very easily. But, we'll see what they have in mind next. Elder Titan also being banned out. Actually, I can see that. Banning out ET with the ET and Dazzle together are actually insanely strong. The amount of negative armor that you can pop out with the Weave is insane, and then you just take away all the base armor. It's a recipe for disaster, essentially speaking. Also, Puck, trapping people and just coiling them up for the Earth Splitter to come through, or even just to stomp in on Earth Splitter is really strong as well. Now, MY will open up with a Lycan ban next. We'll see what Lions go with. MY do have the first pick in the second phase, so Drow banned out again. Of course, she got I feel like an unwarranted buff. But, you know what, it does open up her item options. Manta Style was so-so on her before, but now it's a lot more desirable. Alonso banning out the banning out the Drow. Often, actually, it's would be the other team that would ban out the Drow. The team who doesn't have VS tends to ban a Drow. Just because, basically, it's like dialing up the aura spam to 11. Between the command aura and the true shot, it's basically double dipping. It's really very strong. It's just basically focusing in one area and making it really, really strong and hard to deal with. Now, Batrider banned by MY. I can appreciate that ban, especially when you're going to go for a Slug. Those pickoffs there from the bat are very strong, and they don't have the luxury of being able to pick up the bat themselves, just because VS is really good at dealing with it. And Disruptor grabbed the... Oh, that's... Ouch. Okay. MY, they are not going to appreciate the Disruptor. The Disruptor is incredibly difficult for Puck. Puck and Slark do not like it at all. They get silenced up. It's very hard for them to avoid it. The Snake Storm isn't quite strong. And also, Glimpse against Puck is really, really good as well. mYinsanity, though, what's their fourth pick here? They've got... Probably looking for a support here at this point in time. It really depends what they're planning to do with the Slark and the Puck. I don't think they can offlane the Puck. Puck is going to get disrupted so damn hard if he goes in that offlane. I don't think he'll be able to deal with that lane very easily at all. Slark has a similar issue. I don't think he'll be off. So it's probably going to be safe lane Slark. Maybe mid, depends what they're doing with the Venom. Undying. Okay, Tombstone got a bit of a buff. His armor, one armor, doesn't seem like much, but it's actually fairly significant when you're just trying to... Any extra seconds you have to spend hitting that Tombstone to bring it down is a very big deal, especially in the early phase, because it's more time for zombies to spawn and stack up and just become a complete and utter terror. It becomes a zombie apocalypse, essentially speaking, but also the other big buff as well, Soul Rip. Soul Rip is much stronger early on now, and even at low levels, it's much stronger as well. And he got some really big buffs to it. Some, well, you know, sort of buff and nerf. I mean, the Soul Rip, the nerf the damage and heal at low levels, it has to scale up, but it's better at level 4, and if you do happen to have lots of units around, it can heal you up. But the issue is, I feel in the early phase, it is a bit of a nerf, because you don't tend to have the 10 unit max at low levels. So, or maybe if you maxing Soul Rip last because you're going Decay and Tombstone, it's still viable. I suppose it makes it more valuable as a 1-point wonder, that's what I'd say. And if you do actually get enough zombies up, I suppose, it can be pretty damn effective at low levels. And, yeah, also the other buff was the Flesh Golem. Got a bit of a buff on the slow, but that's not really... It's 5%. It's not a big deal. It's pretty low, actually, in the grand scheme of things. Axe picked up Lajons. Oh, that's a ball. They were going for some all-out aggression here. Now, this could be an offensive tri-lane, but they could be going into an undying tri-lane, and that you don't want to do. Axe is pretty damn strong, but... Decay against lots of heroes, especially if they're short range. If this is something like a Disruptor, Axe, Vengeful Spirit, the range on them is really short. The range hero Disruptor, Vengeful Spirit is pretty damn short, and you group up like that, it's really just asking for big Decay hits. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe they're planning for Undying to try and solo up against the Venomancer or something? I'm not sure. I haven't seen a whole lot of Undying in recent memory. But Bristleback, the final ban for MY, I guess they could have. I don't know how it would have turned out. I mean, there'd be a lot of early aggression, but it'd sort of peter out pretty quickly. Axe definitely scales down towards the late game. Venomancer as well, once the BKB start rolling out, also scales down a bit. And then Bristle as well falls off towards the late. Unless he gets an amazing beginning, he does fall off a bit. Trollwaller picked up as well. Wow, MY, okay. So this might be... It could be offensive, could be offlane. Could be offensive tri-lane. Maybe they're expecting to have to tackle one head-on. I like the bit of synergy, though, between Axe and Venomancer. Though Venomancer, obviously, his damage is lethal, but it's high. It's really high damage, though, from the Poison Over, which hopefully is going to open up the dunks for Axe. If it gets a whole lot of people low, we'll see dunks all over the show. Now, Lajons did ban out the Jakiro last. I suppose that, yeah, it could have been a definite danger. Now, MY's push, I mean, they've got the... Actually, I said the push isn't that good. Troll's ult is okay for pushing. If you've got, like, lots of range heroes, you can just wail away on the tower. In this case, not so good. Troll is, I suppose, range, but he tends to go melee a lot. It's not as good. But when you've got stuff like Sniper, like long-range stuff like Lena, stuff that can just basically pick apart at the towers from a good distance off, just popping the ult every now and then is really strong on the push. But with the melee heroes, less so. It's not as good. The push isn't that strong. Right now, Lajons' push also not great. Venomancer's there if he actually manages to put up a nest of wards against the tower, it can help. But it's not like having Nature's Prophet or somebody push and then Lycan Howl, all those really strong pushes. It's pretty so-so. If you leave Venomancer alone with a tower for like a minute or so, he'll get the tower down, but it's not as quick as, say, a Jakiro. It's much stronger in that regards. Trollwaller actually didn't get any change. The only thing that did on him was fix an issue with his fervor stacks. Anti-Mage picked up... Oh, okay. So, it's going to be a split push game here. Lajons are going to try and cause a huge ruckus With Axe, Disruptor, Venomancer, Vengeful Spirit, they're going to try and cause a huge ruckus. Maybe Venomancer just sits on its own, pushing a tower by himself, tries to keep somebody pinned down, defending a tower. They'll have Disruptor, Axe, Vengeful Spirit, causing a complete havoc, and then Anti-Mage just sort of quietly farms in the corner. Whether or not that'll work for him, we'll find out in a moment. Because they do have some very good aggression. And the fact is, Anti-Mage might not be able to handle some of the one-on-ones there, if he does get left alone. Troll is actually pretty annoying to fight because of the blind. It is very strong. But it looks like Troll's actually been played into what they are going with defensive trial here. Puck's going to solo mid and solo safe lane there for Slug. Anyway, so I'll call out the players in the lineup here. So playing for the Radiant side for Lajons, we've got Hanskin playing Disruptor, 8 Mother on the Venomancer, Seal Kid playing Vengeful Spirit, Era playing the Anti-Mage, and Janasa Fam on the Axe. For MYI, we've got Milan playing Puck, Bucktop on, I assume I'm saying that wrong, on the Dazzle, Cole playing Slark, Lizard playing Undying, and Grizin playing... Grizin? Yeah, we'll go with Grizin playing the Troll Warlord. But one-on-one here, oh man, that sucks. That really sucks for Cole. He's going to be playing one-on-one into an Axe. Now, he's got some nuke power, but Axe is going to be able to take it to the face, and the issue is, Axe trading hits is pretty painful to walk into. Essence Shift is annoying, obviously, because it's still strength, and that will soften Axe up a bit, but a few counter helixes, and yeah, it's not going to go so well. It looks like they are bringing the Disruptor up top as well, so they're probably going to need a lane switch. I believe MYR were hoping to go head-on with a Trilane. I think they're just going to switch lanes. And switching into a Venomancer, though, isn't much better for the Slark. It's going to be better than playing against this Trilane with an Axe, for sure. Oh, no, who got it? Axe got the bounty rune. Now Cole is just going to be no, actually, no, he's going to pounce out. He's going to be fine. Thought he might have skilled the wrong one there for a moment, as he got caught for a moment, but then just pounces out. And are they rotating? No. I mean, MYI, they've seen the Trilane, they're saying, screw it, we'll roll with it. And Venomancer is not going to get a whole lot of farm, but then Venomancer doesn't really need that much farm to be effective. Okay, they are actually rotating a little bit. It's actually going to be dual lanes now, and I don't think that's... No, there we go, they are porting. And they're going to let Troll solo the bottom lane instead. Dying going to move in now. Decay is definitely going to be... I don't actually... Do they have the burst to kill them? Decay against Axe. This is a lot of strength for him to lose. He's going to take it. He's going to have to do Essence Shift and Decay. Now they're going to slow down Axe there with the Poison Touch. I don't think they want to go into the creep wave, though. This could actually be enough to deal with the Axe. Between the Essence Shift, when Slark gets it, and the Decay, I don't know if Axe can go toe-to-toe. 2 stacks stolen now. Only one on the Axe, so we got a double Decay off there. But a smoke up now for Lajons. They're going to go for the early kill here in the mid lane. It's against a Puck. He's pretty low. Maybe they can get him. He doesn't have phase shift yet. If the stun comes out, he's dead. I don't think he gets away from this one. He doesn't have enough for an orb either. Oh, this is an easy first blood. Anti-Mage blinks in arrow, just going toe-to-toe. And this is it. Like, we've seen this happen before. Puck can eat a stun. Silk Kid taking the first blood. Then meanwhile, top lane, Axe okay. Puck does not 1v1 Anti-Mage very well. It is quite a difficult lane for him. Once he gets a few levels, he's better off. But between the stout shield, between actually the poor man's shield, it just Anti-Mage being able to dodge basically the harassment coming from melee, it's a very difficult lane. You can win it, but it's hard as all hell. And before, when we used to see Anti-Mage, like a lot of Trilane Anti-Mages, like you see Puck in the offlane, this is like 2012, late 2011, 2012. Anti-Mage could get left alone very early against a Puck. He would beat the absolute stuffing out of Puck because he'd go for the build with Mana Break, and Puck would lose all his mana. And Puck, like, it's very high cost there for Orb. 150 mana, it's actually pretty expensive. And when you start losing like 30, 40 mana a swing, it adds up really quickly. And Decay coming out now, so they're switching to dual lanes here. Just going to try and keep Era under control. And I mean, Era is also a very strong player as well. I've seen him beat the stuffing out of Windrunners with Nakes. He's very, very good with the melee heroes in mid. This is back when he played on Fnatic, obviously. But yeah, I know I've seen him go toe-to-toe solo mid Windrunner with a Nakes, and you'd expect Nakes to get beaten up there, but I've seen him just crush that lane and kill the Windrunner. Meanwhile, top lane, no Slark, trying to go toe-to-toe with Janasafam. Janasafam spinning, Slark needs to be careful here, too many spins, could be trouble. Another spin comes out, in comes the Cole, he's got the armor, can he get a spin? RNGG incoming? No, he gets one last spin there, and Cole will walk away. Not enough RNGG. Axe goes down, second kill there. Meanwhile, in the enemy jungle, or in the Radiant jungle, bit of a skirmish breaking out now. In comes Connect Fields on top of Greasy. Greasy now being trapped up there. Lizard walk in, pops down the... Tombstone. Tombstone's down, and now Handskin and Seal Kid have got to run for their lives. 8 Mother as well. They really don't want to be standing around here. As apparently we're lagging out for the moment. Somebody's lagging out anyway, so we've got a quick pause here, but this is going to be ugly. 2 range shearers, I don't think they can bring down this tombstone quickly enough, unless everybody, 3 range shearers rather, if everybody turns around and right-clicks this tombstone, maybe they can get it down quickly enough, but it's going to be room. Oh no, Undying, no more mana for decays. He's well short too. He's not going to manage to bring up another decay there. A triple decay here. If he had 15 more mana. That's 12 strength waiting right for him there. He got up to like nearly 1,000 health. Man, that sucks. If 15 mana short. It could well turn into a triple kill. That's 12 damage waiting for him. Meanwhile, though, they're all going to turn around. Okay, they will have the damage. They're all going to turn around, right-click down. The tombstone again. No, that armor, not enough there. Now, Lizard actually being turned on there. Kinetic field comes down. He's in trouble. I don't think he gets away. He's going to try and suicide here to the creep stack. Can he get it? No. Vengeful Spirit gets the last hit. It looks like they came to a consensus. Everybody right-clicked the tombstone, and they did have the damage to bring it down after all. And I'm not strong enough now. Bucktop coming in from behind. There's the voice touch. Just kiting back and forth, though. Making sure he doesn't walk into the counter helix range. No battle hunger for Axe. Well, and I agree with that. There's no real way for the battle hunger is going to work against the Dazzle. Just going to counter that out. Too bad. Entirely. Meanwhile, bottom lane. The farm patrol is sort of not that good, actually. 7-1. It's kind of sucking, which is to be expected. He's up against a lot of harass here from the supports. Now they've moved down here. Meanwhile, Era's going to find a haste room. Era's got 13-3. Puck is definitely ahead. 21-7, but we're going to keep in mind that Puck has also died. And Era now wants to get aggressive. They're going to go for this kill here on Cole. I don't think they get... This is really aggressive. I don't think they get this kill. I don't know what Era is doing there. That's a bit hopeful. Like, it could work if Axe actually got up and got a call, but he doesn't have boots. He's not getting in there. So Era, yeah, very aggressive, but I don't think he was going to get anything out of that one. Mid-lane's return, going to get that CS down, but you see there, he's opened up the bottle as well, so he should be able to CS in this lane very easily. Axe, just going to... Oh, not bothering to call him. In fact, probably doesn't want to. Gonna eat those big healing waves to the face. Those, oh man, those shadow waves, they really, really hurt. This is actually a bit of an issue from the Dazzle pick. Meanwhile, in the jungle, oh, having a fight break out. The glimpse comes out, down goes the Tombstone. Nobody attacked just yet. Stun going out there on Lizard. Also going to throw the Wave of Terror. Lizard now in trouble. Can he turn around? No more mana for Decay just yet. He's regenerate. No, he's got stick charges. He could go for it. I think he's just waiting. He's trying to bait them into the tower. But it looks like Lajons are not... Oh, yes, they are. Hansky comes in. No, they run out of tower there, and now it goes in, throws out the double decay, but he's going to be caught up inside the kinetic field. I think he's really overstayed his welcome, and he will be brought down here. It's another kill for Lajons.
My venom, your veins.
Troll's lane not going as well as they'd like.
Thank you.
I've got to say, though, Troll, his ultimate, along with Slark's attack speed with Essence Chip, that's going to be pretty damn scary. Your Era going to be chased back. They're going to get a low-level hit instant. Dream Call now getting popped out. He's got Mana Void up. Could go for this kill. Blinks out. He could have actually gone for the kill there. Puck. If he got hit again from the level 2 Mana Break and then popped the Mana Void into him, that probably would have killed him. He's actually just used up 2 bottle charges there. I think Era could have actually gone for that, but you know what? Just wanted to play it safe. Which is fair enough. Christmas tree is missing. Why is the Christmas tree not there? It's not there. Somebody's killed it. Era popping the invis here. Uh-oh. See, like 2 hits and Puck can't orb. Oh, my Puck can't orb now anymore anyway.
Here I am.
Puck jumping back there. Didn't actually know that there was an invis he picked up. Just some 6th sense from him there. Era just going to continue last. Getting 21-5 at the moment. Puck 35-9. Him on the top lane, Cole. Currently sitting on 34-11. This has become a very easy lane for him ever since supports from Lajons have backed off. Just go to the bottom lane. Now, they have definitely secured some farm here for Venomancer, but this is coming at the cost of Axe's early game. It's Cole, though. Cole can't be left alone. Is now Era now going to go after Bucktop. Bucktop now in trouble. Oh, is he going to get away? He doesn't have Shallow Grave. Support's coming in. Era, though. I think he's going to be fine. Just to back off their Puck. Doesn't have Dream Call for 10 seconds. Era's going to be fine. It's not in any danger. Actually, he might be. If Puck goes on him now, we get this kill. Meanwhile, Cole has to back off. Well, he's got no backup here from the Dazzle there. As it looks like, yeah, Seal Kid just gonna duck in there. No more aggression coming. I don't think they're getting their money's worth out of this Undying, unfortunately. Now Bucktop gonna come bottom. Okay, they want to get this Troll back in action, so they're gonna try and get some pickoffs down here. down. They're going to walk into a mess of wards. His movement's been given away. Oh, man, that sucks. I don't think he's going to be pick off now. Now, throw more Plague Ward's getting tossed down. Decay comes in. Going to whack into Venomancer. Only see a single target Decay, though. Move forwards. Glimpse could come in here. Glimpse on Dazzle. Going to go for this kill next to the wards as well. Kinetic Field drop down. He's too slow. He will get caught in the wall there. Now Hanskin going for this kill. Should be able to bring down Bucktop. He doesn't have Shallow Grave. Goes down the wards. Now Venomancer gets that kill, but it could go for a double kill for the troll. In comes Puck. Dreamcore goes down. It's only on the 8 Mother there. Lizard now chasing after 8 Mother. Gets silenced up there now. Hanskin throws down another wall, trying to trap Troll. Zombies have given up there on Hanskin. Stun comes out on Grisine. Grisine now in trouble. In comes Era. Era goes for the Mana Void comes in, bleeds up the Troll, and now Lizard trying to run away. Gets hit by the wave of Terror's been slowed down. Era coming for the kill. Should be able to get the last hit. No! Plague Ward. Lol. Poor old Era. Misses out on the money. In the end, 3 for 1. Ouch. MYI backfire horribly as Axe actually gets killed up the top lane there by Cole. Does cost him a Shadow Dance, but you know what? He's probably happy with how that turns out. Lance, their gold lead being dropped back a bit there, trading back and forth. Still pretty even. Meanwhile, Park in trouble. The Silence comes out. He's lost all of his mana now. Can't shoot away. Mana Void, though, is on cooldown, so he'll be okay. But Era is definitely a huge threat to this Puck. Like, Puck is going to be really careful. And now Era jumps back in, could go for this kill. Mana Void's still 20 seconds away, though. Era just harassing for the moment. This is a really aggressive anti-mage. The mid-game, though, for MY is definitely going to be... it's pretty strong. Dazzle's a really big threat. Mid-game as well. They've got really good attrition in these fights. It's going to come down to how... I think the clutch in the mid-game is going to come, like, straight up the attrition from MY is really strong, but it's really going to come down to the Venomancer and the Disruptor, I think. Like, Disruptor glimpsing someone out of place is really what's going to set up these fights. Like we saw just before, the glimpse out there from Hanskin, just catching out Bucktop was such a problem for him, but they're going to go for a smoke gank on... I assume they're going for mid, because the smoke, I don't know if it'll last long enough to get them to top. And the wraparound on Axe, so Axe is in trouble. Dreamcall is up, they want to go pounceable whiff though. Dreamcall comes down, trying to set the Axe, actually going to move and goes for a double call. No, doesn't actually get the call off just yet. Will get brought down by the first. In comes the Dazzle, and it looks like the smoke gank's not. Steel Kid, what are you doing? Oh, I think he's going to regret that. Yeah, he's going to regret that. Steel Kid's getting it blown up here. Auto attacks come in. Down goes Steel Kid. That was, yeah, you see 3 heroes and you're running to fight them anyway. I'm not sure about that one. So that's a free win there to mYi, picking up an 1100 gold swing. But I feel like a problem for Lions in the mid-game is going to come down to the initiation. Axe is nowhere near a Blink Dagger. Puck, on the other hand, has had a good couple of fights. He's gotten a lot out of it. He's closing in on a Blink, so the initiation factor from Lions is going to be a lot weaker. Whereas mYi can open up and they can let rip with these big spells. Dream Coil, Silence, Waning Rift. That's all a lot of strong stuff. But if they go towards late, though, Anti-Mage is going to be a big threat. And Anti-Mage is, well, net worth-wise, I think he's getting there. He's 46 and 9. It's not the fastest in the world.
Thou art denied.
I'm a little bit more worried about the fact... I'm not sure about this safe lane. I don't know how much... I don't think they're getting the money's worth out of this Venomancer is my issue. Plague Ward's coming... Plague Ward's spam is there, but right now, mYi are just dealing with it. I haven't lost their tier 1. It's been just fine. In fact, Troll's just been farming them a little bit. And here comes Hanskin looking for another glimpse. Troll is in trouble. Troll's getting glimpsed back. I think he's going to get taken out here. Getting it trapped up, stunned up as well. He's in serious doo-doo. Will be brought down. And now the slow comes on. In comes Bucktop, though. Should be able to save. Undying throws down a double decay. Tombstone as well. Going to go for the turnaround kill. Zombies are popping in. Stun comes out. Magic Missile on Lizard. Kinetic Field as well. Going to block up their retreat. I don't think they're retreating, though. They're full on aggression right now. The zombies giving chase. Seal Kid in trouble. Do we have another poison touch? It's on Seal Kid. Seal Kid. That's going to hurt him in the... Oh, no. That's going to sting. Swaps back out, though. Tries to get the kill there. Whooplet blown up there. Down goes the Dirge, and now in comes the Puck. Puck cleans up Seal Kid. They finally get him.
May you ride
A good swap though now, Puck. Uh-oh. Puck, no, he's got the Blink Dagger. He blinks away. Intercept coming in though. Axe looking for an intercept. Can he find it? Puck gonna jaunt away. So could actually get this. He's got the speed. He's got the boots. Getting move up. In comes the call. Lands it. Can he get the damage? Anti-Mage comes in. They get this damage. Dump deployed. Down goes the Puck. Aaron now looking for another kill. They can find a chance to get fall. In comes the blinding Axe. So Whirling Axe is causing the blind Era. Era has to back off. I don't think he can get a turnaround kill on Era though. He's gonna find a double damage rate. He might go for a turnaround of his own. They might regret this. Gonna nope. Blinks away. This is buying room for 8 Mother though. It's still not that good of damage on the tower. I mean, half health on a tiered 1? 12.5 minutes in. Not a whole lot of work out of this Venomancer so far. See the XP swing in favour of Lions at this point in time. Gold, similar story, not by much, but I feel like if Lions, if they just hold it the way the gold is going, they're going to be okay, but this mid-game is going to be... Oh, Slark. He picks up a Blink Dagger. This is going to be very scary for Lions. The amount of initiation that MYA have is so much stronger at this point in time. They got to kill on Puck, which was really nice, but Axe needs his Blink ASAP. They've got to be able to let rip on this Puck and try and bring him, and as well as the Slark, they've got to try and isolate these heroes and bring them down before they can get stuck in. They don't. I feel like my MYR are going to take these fights very easily now. Smoke, 3-man Smoke going to come into the jungle. Hanskin intercepts it and will spot them up. Pounce comes in, latches on a Hanskin, glimpses him away, but I don't think he gets away from this. A swap to try and break that though. Hanskin might get away with that swap from Seal Kid. And MYR actually decide to retreat. They're a little bit worried. Seal Kid with a save there. Meanwhile, Axe, they're pinging a movement towards him, but I don't think they don't know he's there. They're actually going to look for the killer mid, which without the Blink in the Waning Rift, I don't think they get this kill. I like the fact that Puck is actually maxing Waning Rift. It does really open up their opportunity to kill Era here. But he pops the double damage rune. He could actually go for a kill on Troll. If Troll is too slow to hit him with the axes, he's going to run out of mana very quickly. Era though opts just to farm. Decides he doesn't want to try and engage. He doesn't have a whole lot of vision up here, so he's a little bit worried. Slark with the Blink Dagger might make a play here. He can't really kill Era though, so... Oh, if the Waning Rift latch. Oh, Era blinks into this. Oh no, the Dream Call whiffs. Era's just going to TP out. Oh, Puck. What have you done?
A gift from the goddess.
Had he latched that Dream Call, the burst damage probably would have been sufficient to kill. That was a freebie on Era there, and they missed it. Give him finally. Oh, blinks. He TP's into the Static Storm. Handskin with the plays here. Gonna stop the kill. Magic Missile comes in. Puck goes down now. Looks like Slark jumps in. But in comes Action. Shanasafan brings out the call. Says, bring it on. Let's go. Is it now? Poppy out the case. They might need to back up in now. Handskin will be swapped away. He might get away. The zombies are chasing him. The DOTs are there. Can they bring him down? Cole runs for it. Should be okay for the moment. Decay again on Shanasafan. Seal could just opt to TP out. Axe blinks out. Handskin running for his life here. I think Hanskin gets away. They don't have vision. It's nighttime. Should be able to get clear. And he will opt to TP home. So just the puck goes down. Unfortunately, Dazzle not in the vicinity. Could have gone for the save there. Puck, that was unfortunate. Didn't have this ward up and just got punished. Hanskin was lurking and set that fight up. Static Storm. And like we said, Static Storm against Puck. It is a killer. Really hates those silences. Meanwhile, mid lane, Era chopping down this tower, gets the destruction, no deny there from Bucktop. And now we see the anti-mage, Era now getting ahead on this net worth. The Battle Fury, still about a 500 go. It's going to be a relatively, early Battle Fury is close to like 13, 14 minutes. It's going to be a relatively late Battle Fury, but considering he's one-on-one solo mid with the Puck, it's pretty decent. And he's been very active too. He's been roaming around looking for ganks, so I'm not expecting him to have the fastest Battle Fury in the world. Same for the Mana Star. Like, Anti-Mage is actually pretty good at Brawl. Like, going into looking for early kills if they just brawl and have really scrappy fights. 5-on-5s, not so much. But if you get more like 2-on-2s, 1-on-1s, Anti-Mage can actually cause a fair amount of havoc. And this lineup here, apart from the Dream Cult, they don't really have to watch out for huge ults. Like, if you try and roam and fight early with an Anti-Mage against, say, like a Void with the big Chronosphere and stuff like that, that's a really poor choice, I think, to make. But in this case, apart from Dream Call, Era doesn't really need to worry about getting caught out. Dream Call and Waning Rift are the biggest issues for him. And Slark, they want this kill. They could get the call, and Axe is really good in Slark. In comes the call, in comes the Silence Wall, Static Storm, dunk deployed! Slark getting slam dunked there. 8 Mother now, just trying to sustain this push. It's really expensive build he's going for. 8 Mother go, tries to get away. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh no, he will get away, just barely. But this is a really expensive build to go for. As Anti-Mage jumps in and blows up Puck. See what I mean? Like, you find these small fights like 2-on-2. Anti-Mage can wreck them. Especially with the buffs to Mana Void. But, as I was saying, like, this is a really expensive build here for Venoman. So you look at the cost. 225 mana there for his mechanism. And then 200 mana for his result. 125 for his Venomous Guard, and then obviously the Plague Ward spam it racks up cost. Like, you put out 5, that's 100 mana gone. He doesn't have the mana to sustain that, really. So I do question the mechanism build there. Like, it's really nice to have a mechanism, it's really good to have a mechanism, I just don't think he can sustain it, and he does need to get his ult off in the fights. So it's really, really expensive. So, I mean, if he's sitting there spamming Plague Wards, and then they get into a fight and he's got like 400 mana, he's not going to have enough for both spells. That's, I think, a really big issue. I mean, if he's, say if he bought drums or something first, maybe, but yeah. Or at least bought the point booster for the, I assume he's getting a Scepter at some point. Scepter is really strong, although I suppose MY can actually tank that damage. They've got the Dazzle, so maybe not. Either way, it's a very costly build mana-wise. It's very difficult for him to sustain that. Especially when they don't have these arcane boots on the team either. Now, Axe has picked up the Blade Mail. It's actually pretty scary for Dazzle. Dazzle could accidentally blow himself up on the Blade Mail. Actually gotta watch out for that. Dazzle pops out the medallion there on Roshan. Should be able to clean him up pretty easily. So free Roshan here for MYA. Lion's not really responding to it. I don't think they... No, they've got no vision down, so they have no idea what's going on, but they do have it. Wow. 18 minutes in, and you have a 7.5k net worth advantage. That's a pretty big deal. And Seal Kitty scatter Milan. Milan blinks. Oh, Milan blinks into them. Does he get the glimpse down? Doesn't get the glimpse down. Do they have vision? Glimpse is in back now. Inside the kinetic field. Milan is dead. He doesn't get out of this one. Cold. No, never mind. No dunk required. Venomancer will get the last hit there. That's just unfortunate for Puck. Getting scouted out by the invisible Vengeful Spirit. And they're just blinking into two heroes. Just, yeah, what can you do? It's just bad luck. Now, obviously, wards would be nice, but wards are not always up. Maybe be a little bit more... this is the danger, just using blink just to get around. You blink into something bad and you're like, holy crap, I can't get out of here. Puck is, of course, very mobile, but that's just like any other hero, I suppose. He would have been fine. Oh, glimpse into Static Storm. Hanskin again. He's been an MVP so far, really. The damage is coming on Cole, but in comes the Shallow Grave. It's going to buy time for Cole to get out of here. Is he going to... Yep, there we go. Back to the fountain. He's going to be fine. But I really feel like Hanskin has been a real MVP. And against, I suppose, any other hero, Puck could have escaped there. Or maybe a Storm Spirit or something could chase him down. But the Glimpse is just such a ball buster against Puck. Just fam. Blade Mail ready to go. I think he's hoping Slark is going to pop up here and try and farm. He's going to find the Troll. Troll could blow himself up on the Blade Mail. That's actually pretty possible. And Just Fam going to move in. Pops the Blade Mail there. Gets the call out. Going to get spin. One spin. Only leaves two spin. Can he get the dunk? In comes the dunk. Down goes the Troll. Just Fam lurking in the trees. We'll pick him off there. Now Smoke Up from mYi. Looking to get their own counter kill. They really need to get some kills on Era. Era now with the Yasher up and running. He could well have a 25 or so minutes. Better. I don't think it'll be faster than 25. I think he's looking closer to 23, 22 minutes. Manta style. Once he gets that, Puck is not going to enjoy that at all. The mana burn from those illusions, it really, really hurts him. I don't know. Can he do this? He's going to need the Plague. He's going to need help tanking this for sure. That extra health from those golems. But anyway, they'll be able to clean this up. Aaron now just going to blast through these stacks. Net worth jump. That's like another 500 gold net worth increase at the very least. Even though the Radiant Jungle being invaded by mYi. The issue here for mYi, they've got to try and get control of their own jungle back. The issue is, if they lose control of the jungle, A, it's going to become really hard for them to farm. B, Era's going to sit in it. They can try and run around the enemy jungle, like the Radiant Jungle, all they want, but Era just really hasn't been in there all that much. He's been doing stacks, running around just farming lanes, and then you can come up here and just farm as well. Free tier 2 right now. I think this is probably the right choice. I don't really think mYi would want to fight down this, especially not against stuff like the Poison Over. It's going to be a bit much for them. Poison Over and the Static Storm is really causing them grief in these fights. And I don't think they can handle it. Meanwhile, popping down the weave there. Extra armoring up the team. There's no ports in to defend the tier 2 at the moment. Venomancer's just going to start setting up that nest of Plague Wards. And I like this. Like, look at this. Just really hard to get any kind of jump here on lines, just because of Plague Ward is being spammed up. Probably should have thrown one up here as well, would have been really good, because it's a really common spot for your opponents to lurk on the Dire team when they're getting ready to defend. Now we're going to, Slark coming in from the rear side. This is really dangerous. They kind of split up. They're going to try and jump Era all at once. If they get the blink, Waning Rift going to come down there. Era now in trouble. Dreamcore coming up. They miss the pounce. They swap out on Era. Will get moved away now. Can come see Ethereal? No, not going to go for the Ethereal. Jawn. Tombstone gets dropped. Can they focus down? No. They're just going to blink out. They're trying to get away from Tombstone. Steel Kit falling low. Pounce comes down on top of him. Axe jumps in. Dunk 1. Can he get a dunk here on Lizard? Lizard falling low. Dunk 2 comes down. Dunk 3 going to come through there. Down goes the Puck as well. No, Slark gets dunked down as well. Puck will get away for the moment. In comes the Aegis there. Cole going to jump away as well. Now Puck positive trouble. Losing health there. Losing mana as well. Going to get burned down. Pops down the subs. Doesn't matter. Gets blown up. Meanwhile, the Slark gets denied on the tower. And that's a very, very low value fight there for mYi. Axe is just man-moding these fights. It does... I don't even think they needed that buyback on VS. That was unnecessary, I feel. But, you know what? Fair enough. They had the mid tower. She bought back, comes back to the fight. But 750 gold there for Axe. And a good 400 to Era.
Regeneration.
Good attempt by MY. They got a really good tombstone placement. Next to the Dream Core was... Just ahead of the Dream Core as well. It was in a really good spot. They just didn't have the damage put out next to it. If they had something like a Tidehunter, just the AoE CC would be huge. Just giving that tombstone time to go to work. But I've got to say, in that fight though, Axe, definitely MVP, came in with the call, dunked 2 of them. Huge stuff there with the Blade Mail as well activated. They did so much damage to themselves. This troll still desperately trying to catch up. His farm's not been that great at all. 7k net worth. He's really falling behind. And now Era. Mantis Starladder's up and operational. And he's well on his way to a BKB if he wants. Or he could just go... I mean, he could just go straight hard if he wants. But that lineup there doesn't really need the BKB that badly. Except, BKB would be nice because it lets him get past the troll blind. So that's actually a good reason to get it. But at the same time, he could just opt to get really super tanky at the same time. Just by grabbing the heart first. 8 Mother though. As Janasa just dunks Puck in the bottom lane.
You down the side.
Well, Cole could be in danger here, although they don't have the disable to bring him down, I don't think. Not with that Axe. Axe is the big deal. Oh, actually, no, if they land the Static Storm, that would bring him down. Well, Eric giving chase there. Glimpse back on Slark. Needs to Shadow Dance. Shadow Dance preemptively, but he's inside the Static Storm. He's going to be trapped for quite some time. Can he get away? We'll just up to TP out. Meanwhile, looks like in comes a double call there for Axe. Blade Mail activate. Now Troll in trouble. Decay comes in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Axe, I don't think that hit anybody there. And Era now just going to chew through Gruzine. Gruzine goes down. Era getting the last hit. And their time, MYI, their time seems numbered. I don't think they're going to be able to hold this push on the mid tower. Puck, actually, maybe they can. Puck still has Dream Coil. Troll is down for 30 seconds. Blink in there from Slark. Era opting not to fight just yet. Slark is on his way to a Scardy, but I don't know if it's enough. Anti-Mage is huge, and the issue is if Slark gets called, right? If Slark gets hit by Berserker's Core and the Anti-Mage jumps him with the Mantis style split, Slark could conceivably lose so much mana so damn quickly he won't be able to Shadow Dance. At the very least, I mean, he'll get caught up inside. Oh, Anti-Mage down? No, it's just blinks out. Snaps a call, doesn't give a damn. And Era's just going to run away here. If Slark gets blink called, the issue is A, he's going to slam himself with the Blade Mail, and B, he's going to get caught in Static Storm for sure. Speaking of calls there, in goes Axe, gets down the call there, down goes Dazzle, Puck now in trouble, Wolf trying to phase shift, dunk though before he can jaunt Axe. Janasa fam is all over the die team, MYI is just getting dunked left, right and center. In comes Cole, Axe again to the rescue here, Cole gets dunked, a double kill to Janasa fam, and MYI are just falling apart at this point in time. I think this is a tier 3 again, if not a Rax in the mid lane. Here is now, oh, Soul Rip, no, it's not going to keep Troll alive. Now the Silence comes out, Lizard though gets away from the kinetic field, pops the Tombstone, Tombstone gets blown up, pops the ult, there will get blown up, in comes the Mana Void. Era getting a godlike streak with a double kill, this is just looking all sorts of ugly. 5 down, no buybacks available, and there we go, MYI, know it's over. Lajons will take this with a solo mid Anti-Mage up against a Puck. It's not the easiest matchup in the world for Anti-Mage, but it can be done. As we saw, Puck did get ahead on CS, but he got picked off by a simple rotation there from the sports. But I gotta say, MVP for Lajons, Axe. He died once in the early stage game, but it was alright. In the end, Axe definitely crushing them in the mid game there, and those scrappy fights really worked out for Lajons. I feel like possibly the draft let MYI down a fair bit. Obviously, Troll Warlord didn't get anything out of that offlane. It was rubbish for him. The Undying went to try and help him, but there's only so much they could do against 3 heroes. Undying also not off to a great start for himself either. Just didn't really get the levels he needed. And I feel like if they had some kind of big team fighting hero, Void, even Chronosphere, Puck was nice, but they needed a bit more. They really would have been able to punish Lajons for trying to pick those sort of 2-on-2s, 1-on-3s, those really scrappy fights. I think they could have punished Lajons a lot more. Anyway, guys, that was the European Division for Starladder.